الله الله أكبر اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم أعني على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن والاه. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. As Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam taught us to say after every salah, part of our dhikr after every salah is to say ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. Oh Allah, please lend me support and give me help to be able to be always in dhikr of you, to be always grateful to you, and to worship you in a beautiful way. Always keep that, my dear brothers and sisters. And part of that beautiful way of worshiping Allah Azza wa Jal, not just worshiping Allah Azza wa Jal, worshiping Allah Azza wa Jal in a beautiful way. He taught us to say على حسن عبادتك, not only على عبادتك. اللهم أعني على ذكرك وشكرك, not only وعبادتك, and that I worship you, but وعلى حسن عبادتك, that I worship you in a beautiful way. And part of that beautiful way of ibadah need to pursue, because we were created to be ibad of Allah Azza wa Jal excuse me, is, as I said, our dhikr and our dua. Our dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal, that we remember Allah Azza wa Jal. First of all, dhikr, every time we say dhikr, all of us usually think first of saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, and that is dhikr. But dhikr, more generically and more profoundly, and in the language, it means to remember. Dhakara means to remember. Dhikr is remembrance and awareness. The absence of ghafla, the absence of not being aware and not knowing and not minding and being distracted. So dhikr actually and essentially means that I'm in a condition where I am aware of Allah Azza wa Jal. First, an internal awareness. That's why it comes to my tongue. Because if I think, and I become, oh, this is a moment to be in dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal, inside of me, I remembered that I must have this relationship with Allah Azza wa Jal. And the deeper that remembrance, the more beneficial that dhikr. And then we perform dhikr with our tongue. So, in general, dhikr is with our qulub, with our minds. A state of remembrance and a state of awareness and a state of consciousness, not a state of forgetfulness or distraction, but a state of awareness. That's why we say dhakartu, and the opposite of it is what? Nasitu. The opposite of dhakartu is I forgot. And forgetting, is it by my tongue or is it by my mind and my heart? It's my mind and my heart. So dhakartu, the opposite, is also by my mind and my heart. And that's the essence of dhikr. بِقُلُوبِنَا. And when that dhikr is like that, then that is what transforms us, what reforms us, what changes us, what makes us improve as human beings and as Muslims, most especially. Dhikr that is not born out of the condition of the qalb might not have that effect, or that effect might be very, very slow. Number two, quality in dua, because dua is also dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal. Dua that is to be prayerful, to implore Allah and to solicit from Allah and to ask from Allah Azza wa Jal. And we say, I pray to Allah, meaning not salah. in the technical sense, but meaning I invoke and solicit and ask and plead from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that dua also must be born out of my qalb. Not simply a technical, actual, usual, superficial way to be in dua. Just because I'm taught to say it. Alhamdulillah, that's of course better than nothing, obviously, but that's not quality dua. That's not dua that changes. It's not dua that is very powerful. So Rasulullah said the following in the corners to this hadith, which the ulama, many say it is authentic. He said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ud'u Allah. And now we're not going to talk about the virtues of dhikr because there are very, very many and it takes a long time. Dhikr is very, very, it's very, very fundamental and very, very important. I remind you with one thing only, which summarizes it all. One hadith that says it all, amongst many, many, many hadiths. When Rasulullah said, "Ad-du'a'u huwa al-ibadah." خلاص. Ad-du'a'u huwa al-ibadah. He said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, dua is the ibadah. Or dua is, underline is, and bold it is the ibadah. Huwa al-ibadah. Anything else is contained, of virtues is contained in this text. And he tells us, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ud'u Allah wa antum muqinuna bil ijaba. Number one, ask from Allah, implore Allah, solicit from Allah, that is, be in dua, while you are inside of you certain that Allah answers and hears. Hears and answers. That's condition number one. And that condition, is it external or internal? Follow me, isn't it? To be certain that Allah hears and answers. Is it something in the tongue or is it something really in a belief deeply rooted in our emotions and our minds and hearts? As you said, it is deeply rooted in our emotions and hearts. That's condition number one in dua. And number two, وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَسْتَجِيبُ دُعَاءَ قَلْبٍ غَافِلٍ. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ لا يستجيب دعاء قلب غافل. And you must know and do know that Allah does not answer the dua of a heart, that is of a person with a heart, of a heart that is ghafil. What is ghafil? Distracted, not present, not oblivious, unaware, distracted, absent-minded. Ghafil, the opposite of dhakir. Dhakir, nasi, or ghafil. Ghafil. He's telling us that Allah, the general rule, Allah is merciful, but the general rule is that do know that Allah does not answer the pleas and the prayers of a heart that is ghafil. Now, a heart that is ghafil has two meanings. One is a heart ghafil in this text. There are two possibilities. One possibility is when, because he said qalbun ghafil. He didn't say anything more specific. A dua from a qalb that is ghafil. That means two things. Either or. The qalb, even when we are in dua, the dua is only from my tongue, superficial, not from my qalb. Expressing my need and my destitution for Allah Azza wa Jal. Feeling that. That's what counts. Number one. That's qalb ghafil. What is a qalb ghafil also in this text? Secondly, meaning a person, I or you generally, I live with a qalb that is ghafil, and then I come to dua. life in ghafla, in my qalb. And then I come to dua. In my salah, even sometimes I'm in ghafla. In my work, I am in ghafla. In my home, I am in ghafla. In my happiness, I am in ghafla. In my sadness, I am in ghafla. In my prosperity, I am in ghafla. In my conflict and adversity, I am in ghafla. Yani I live my life the way I want, in ghafla, and then I come to in dua. So that's a dua of a qalb in ghafla. Because ubudiyya, my dear brothers and sisters, may Allah help us all and forgive us all. Ubudiyya is the ubudiyya of the skin, of the tongue, of the nose, of the mass, of the body, or what? Of the qalb. The ubudiyya of the qalb. Of that inner consciousness inside of us, of that human inner awareness inside of us, which usually we reserve for the most important things in our lives, to be involved with our deepest emotions. That's where ubudiyya should be, the locus of ubudiyya. And the dua is ibadah, as he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So dua must be born and generated inside a heart that is aware of Allah Azza wa Jal. And when I or you notice, my dear brothers and sisters, that we're lacking that, then alhamdulillah, again, we work on it. We work on it as we work on anything else to change in our lives. Any challenge. You have a car that has a problem. Once it has a problem, what do? You work on it to change it. I just realized that I'm having a flat tire, actually. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to change the tire. If I don't change it, la qaddar, something bad is going to happen. So if I have this flat heart, I realize that, khalas, I need to work on it, to repair it, and to strive, and to read Quran, and to have quality time alone, to fast, and to plead to Allah even in my dua, about which I'm complaining that I don't have a heart. I keep dua asking Allah to have me a heart in my dua, to give me a heart in my dua. And I continue. And as long as I'm following this path, sincere in my quest, at least sincere in my quest, Allah is Kareem. Allah is giving, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And why does He want this from us? Because He wants us to be beautiful. He wants us not to be just humans close to animals. He wants us to be humans close to angels. He wants to give us Jannah. He wants to give us His company. And before we do that, we have to make ourselves presentable. خلاص. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. Ya Allah, please help us be of those who listen to the words of admonition and follow the best of them. Allahumma inna du'afa'u faqawwi fi ridaka da'fana.